Hi guys, recording this outside today in the copse that's just above my house. I'm really lucky because every day I can walk up here and there's loads of birds and different wildlife. I saw a jay today. Yesterday I saw some buzzards. I always see this ugly dog here. He's not ugly, he's my lovely Marley. That's what you can hear panting, by the way. He's very, very noisy and you'll probably just see him wandering around. Today we're going to be thinking about covenants. Now it's not something we use very often, that word. It's another word for promise, really. And if I asked you all what the most famous promise in the Bible was, you would probably all say the same thing about the rainbow. God's sign of promises is a rainbow. And he gave that promise when he flooded the world, and he said it would never happen again. But I think every time I see a rainbow, I think of all God's promises, of, you know, the promise of new life, the promise that we can go to heaven if we accept Jesus as our saviour, the promise that we can, when he looks at us, he sees us as clean and whole, and he doesn't look at all the dirty, horrible stuff that we've done. I've got a bit of a challenge for you this week. I think it'd be really good if you could find any of the promises in the Bible, promises that you didn't know, or new promises, or ones that you did know. Chat them through with your family maybe and just see what you learn. The bit in the Bible that Pete's going to be talking about is when the old covenant, the old promises, so that's the law, that Old Testament from Moses, had been changed a little bit, and a new covenant, a new promise had been formed, and that happened when Jesus died. There was a famous bit in the story about when Jesus died, when the curtain was torn in two. So the curtain used to stop people going into the temple, the middle of the temple, the really important bit of the church, as it were, and it used to stop people going there because they weren't holy enough. You couldn't go and speak to God because you weren't good enough. You hadn't been washed clean. Only really important people had. Very, very few people. And now, since Jesus died, everyone has access to God. Everyone has access to Jesus. We can walk and talk to him. We can do our washing up and chat to God. We can sing about him and laugh about him, and he's part of our life. And I just wanted us to really think about and really be thankful of that this week, of God's promise that we can access him, that we are there with him, and that we can pray with each other and share with each other, even though we're not all together, but we can spend time in his presence. It's just an amazing thing. Enjoy this week's activities. I can't wait to hear about any of them. There's a bit dirty, kind of messy play this week. I hope some of you enjoy it. Thanks for you guys who have told me what you've been doing. I'll try and work out some way of doing that on the website so that you can kind of maybe add some photos or something. I don't know how to do it, but I'll try and work on that. Take care. I miss you all. I can't wait to give you all a high five, and see you soon. Bye.